All right, Aqua gang, you already know what it is. It's your girl Empress 777 reporting live from somewhere in my house other than where you expect me to be. I know, y'all. I just feel it. I feel the energy. So let's dig right in. Holy angels and spirit guides, give me clear, concise messages for my Aqua family, my Aqua soul family. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know, right? Can't resonate with every Aquarius, but take what does and leave the rest. Keep an open mind, as you know. Cross watchers, put yourself where you belong. And I think that's it. I think I'm done right in my mouth. Okay. I don't know. I just felt kind of upbeat during your meditation today, guys. Click that like button. Take a moment and click the like button for us, okay? So that this video can circulate to others who need it and our family can continue to grow. I do want to thank you guys who have just been riding with your girl. I'm just saying, we're growing so fast. We're growing so fast, you guys, okay? So excited. So click the like button, click the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I do upload for you guys quite often, as you know. And without further ado, shut the fuck up, girl. Let's go. Let's get this going. Like, enough of the chit chat. That's not what we here for. All right, so let's see where we go with this. I don't know, your last couple of reads, the energy has just been feeling really light. Feel like you have released some baggage, all right? This could be actual people. You know, that's very Aquarius. That's some very Aquarius shit to do. So could be people, could just be thought processes, could be a job for some of you. It could be a perspective. It just goes on and on. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's definitely a lighter type of energy. Light as a feather almost, okay? It says, ooh, dark growth. So courage, struggle, and endure. So I feel like you've come out of this cycle. You've had the courage to turn away from something. This shit was very, very difficult to turn away from. It feels general, okay? So whatever you walked away from or whatever you have released is why I feel this lighter type of energy. It is something that you struggled with. Like I said, though, it's not something that you were just able to kind of make a decision on immediately, but you will be rewarded for this decision. That was the correct decision. If you were wondering, you are on the correct path. All right, so we have runes. It says wisdom, answers, and seeking, okay? Do feel like you were in this position at one point in time. This is why the delay in making this decision. If you have not made the decision yet, you will feel a need intuitively to go ahead and get that done. This is actually going to be the catalyst into getting you into your next cycle. I do feel like there is an energy of a person, though, showing up, if I could just be honest with y'all, okay? Do feel like this is someone who kind of lacked the wisdom, the maturity that it would have taken to have a connection with someone like you. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person or that you like, girl, they are a fucking F-boy, F-girl. What are you talking about? I'm just saying, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just feels like energy of two people who are unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you were seeking to see if this is something that could work. You were looking for certain answers. You were looking for this person to show you something, to show up for you. So this could be something that you struggled with. I feel like you did endure a lot of pain. Okay. Wow, this is getting deep. I do feel like you endured a lot of pain in this connection, guys. Okay. I feel like this is somebody who struggled with meeting the mark. Okay. We have unicorn moon. Yeah. So this was about like fairy tale shit. This has really changed your perspective on love. Okay. I do feel lighter energy in your meditation, though. So either that's predictive of the future or that's where you currently are. You just come to terms and or come to grips with your own answers. There are just some things that you never know the reasoning for, or it is counterproductive to your growth to know the answers to certain questions. I do feel like you removing certain things out of your life's path is what's bringing you into this cycle, okay? This is the cycle of wish fulfillment. This is wishing on a star. This is quite literally being able to touch something and it turn into gold. So this is about tapping into your dreams and your ideas. This may be an energy that you feel already, but I feel like it's going to become even more prevalent in this next cycle, okay? I feel like you were wish fulfillment for this person. This person may have had the idea that things would just kind of fall into place. Meaning they weren't strategic. This person didn't have plans for the two of you. They couldn't answer your questions. They had no answers. There were no answers. This is somebody who was just winging that shit. You know what I'm saying? They've never been in love before. They've never been in a relationship before. They struggle with emotions, etc., etc. The list goes on, but they love you and they wanted to be with you, and they saw you as high commodity, right? Somebody who a lot of people would vow to want to be with. They couldn't believe you gave them a shot, or were willing to be in a connection with them, or were willing to see them in that light. So when you gave them the opportunity, it's like, damn, I know I don't have what it takes. Damn, I know I'm not the guy for you. I'm not the girl for you. But because you are who you are, I have to go for that shit. Even if I fuck it up. Yikes. It says, all in my head. Your love has captured me. Everywhere I look, I see you. I mean, that's not a lie. That goes for a lot of you. Like, join the line. You know what I'm saying? Take a number. That's all my exes, goddamn. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Do you have anything of substance to bring to this situation? Like, how are we gonna move forward? You know? And it's like questions like that is too deep for this person. It's too much. It hurts their brain. What do you mean you want to know if I love you? What do you mean you want to know what my plans for the next 2 weeks are? Like, 2 weeks? No. I go day by day, baby. Like, that's too much. Too deep for them. Your questions was way too deep for this person. Wow. Flings. I've been sleeping around, sometimes one night stands. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. Now listen, this will be for a small percentage of you. I don't get a whole lot of energies of third party situations, but what I do get is we're dealing with someone this is a reformed player, okay? This is somebody who was a player from the Himalaya in the back days. And then they met you, and that shit was not gonna go over well. That shit was not gonna work. You would have never gone for that. So they tried to change who they were. They tried, guys. They did try. They failed epically. Let's not make no mistakes about that. I mean, the failure goes without saying, you know, it's embarrassing. Just how they fell on their face like this, but it's almost like seeing a treasure chest, right? Or finding a bag of money. You know that you don't deserve this bag of money. You know it's not your bag of money. You know it doesn't belong to you. Do you turn that shit in, or do you just keep it? You know what I'm saying? Do you keep the treasure chest, or you just give it away, right? That's how they viewed you, you know, as like a very rare opportunity. For some of you, this person did entertain other individuals. They tried to keep that from you, okay? But they didn't finesse it correctly. This is somebody who was very messy, very sloppy, not so smart, okay? Not a very smart individual here. This is why you were able to kind of catch on to the fact that there were others. You like, girl, I'm clicking this shit off right the fuck now. Don't do it, please. Please. Okay. So this person is currently ruminating over the times that you've shared. How did you let this person down? Because it was the way that you released them that they ultimately became stuck. It had to happen this way. Let's make no mistakes about that. It did have to happen this way. I feel like your own wisdom for what you've been through tapped in at some point, and it just didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're an Aquarian. The shit has to make sense. I mean, it just does. Okay, so you've built up the courage to kind of let this person down, but they are stuck. Okay, I don't know what they may plan to do to rectify this. You are considered wish fulfillment for this person. I feel like they're just trying to work through their own thoughts, their own kind of emotions. This is foreign to this person, okay? Let's take a look and see what shadows they may be struggling with. Why did it go down this way? It says, oh, that makes sense. Boundaries. Develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It's okay to say no. This is not a person who deals well with those. They tap dance on motherfuckers' boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They have parties on those shits. You know, they throw raves and shit on boundaries. This could be where the breaking point came in this connection. It was the insensitivity to certain things that you brought to their attention just for you to see that they were blatantly ignoring that shit. And then it's like, okay, yeah, no. This person definitely struggles with their old self versus who they want to become. Wow, for me to say their old self, this is somebody who really felt like they made the changes for you. You know, they felt like they became that person, but they just couldn't quite release some of those patterns. Old habits die hard, you already know that. Even though they attempted to, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get a couple oracles from the Mystic Beauties official, unofficial deck. She's another YouTuber on here, guys. Go check her channel out. She is dope, amazing. All right, so let me just get a little drink out. You know what I'm stuck on? I know this is so random. I'm just taking a little sip here. This is Tropicana. They make like a pina colada drink now, guys. This shit is crack. I'm just telling you, I am addicted. I buy all of them when I go to the store. I don't leave none for nobody else. I take the whole fucking shelf. And you add a little bit of Malibu in that bitch, you really start telling people about themselves. Everybody gonna get it that day. I'm just telling you, I'm addicted to it. Anyway, so random, so random. Just a little interesting tidbit about your girl, okay? A little fun fact about the Empress. All right, Spirit, so give me a little bit of this person's energy overall. What are we dealing with here? Yo, shooketh. This shit is scaring the fuck out of them. This shit is scaring them, guys. They're scared. I don't know if they're more scared at the fact that they don't really have any experience with this thing. What is this? It's foreign, right? They don't speak this language. They don't know what's happening here. Or if they're more terrified at the fact that they'll have to live with this never being. You know what I'm saying? They will have to live with the fact that this just may never come to fruition. Wow. This person doesn't take no for an answer well, guys, okay? If you have created certain boundaries, like blocking this person or just telling them that, you know, you're moving on, they are going to attempt time and time again to come towards this, okay? We have abused. So I do have reason to believe that this is somebody who still behaves in a very childlike manner due to traumas that they've experienced in the past, okay? I also feel as though this person abuses their privileges, okay? They got comfortable in this, guys, and that's the issue. You were wish fulfillment. There was a point in time where this person was scared to fuck up in the connection, and then that just kind of dwindled. That's how I'm reading this now. Please tell me, if this is your story, it's very, very particular. So at the beginning, there was the respect, there was the friendship, it looks like it was a potential for a true foundation to be built, and then there comes the comfortability. Too comfortable. Somebody who is too comfortable feels like their boundaries don't exist anymore. Not to them anyway. They feel like they're special or something. No, motherfucker, you're not special. And even my mama can't cross my boundaries, bitch. Like, what? Oh my gosh. So they abused this power. They abused this power. Okay, I'm reading this completely differently now. This is so wild. This shit feels all over the place. I feel like for those of you whose story this is, this person was pulling you in this direction. They was pulling you in that direction. They was pulling you over here. They was pulling you over there. You had to ultimately use your wisdom to gain your own perspective on what was happening. Very, very confusing. You did have emotions. I don't feel like the emotions were love. This person is now at the point of thinking that this is true love. Like you're their counterpart, their divine counterpart. Whatever it is that you were doing for this person, whatever it is that you were providing in this connection, they definitely got too comfortable. They began to abuse that. They got too used to the patterns in this connection, guys. It is not a lie. Yeah. So this is the optimism that they are trying to consistently have. But I do feel like it's dwindling, okay? I feel like they're becoming less and less confident in being able to still have access as time goes on. That unicorn card says ideas. So they may be trying to come up with some sort of plan, but we are dealing with someone who lacks wisdom. They don't really have the capacity to be able to maneuver this correctly, guys, okay? Even though they think they do. They may try to muster up some courage, but you cannot make this up, right? I know I can't give you what you need, and they knew it in the beginning, guys, but they still tried it. Oh boy. This is definitely the example of somebody whose income, okay, their currency was definitely not enough to match this purchase. They really dived in head first, not being able to really sustain this investment. Okay, they knew that they didn't have what it would take to provide in this connection, but it was just too good to say no, too good to be true. They couldn't believe, they could not believe that you gave them a shot. They couldn't believe it. So instead of having wisdom, because they don't have any, okay, it's lacking, 0%. And saying, I know that we're not a match. I know that we're not on the same level. I'm not saying that they're beneath you, but this is not this is not a counterpart, right? This is not somebody who can match you. They can't match your fly. They can't match your income, your emotions, your mental capacity, your wisdom. Okay, it was very unequally yoked, like I said. So they knew it. They definitely tried to put on as though they were, right? Fake it till you make it type of energy, which you obliged. And it was very selfish, guys. This is a very selfish decision. I feel as though this is somebody who felt like they would be able to make the necessary changes over the length of this connection. Okay, I'll eventually get there. I'll eventually be this person that Aquarius needs me to be, or be this person that Aquarius thinks I am. Not realizing the work that it would have taken to really get that to happen, to really make that happen, to make something shape. They underestimated that work that it takes to have a true transformation. All right, so I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot to just dig in a little bit deeper here before we go to the extended. So what does this person feel the heart of the matter is? Okay, that would be true. You felt like this shit became too heavy. They feel like you viewed them as a liability. You dropped them. They were a burden. Okay, 10 of Wands in the upright is carrying a full burden. This shit is heavy as fuck. It's too much work. Okay, it's too much thinking, too much anxiety, too much darkness, too much questions, too much confusion, too many unanswered questions, too many feelings of things not being quite right, too many gut feelings that some other shit is going on. It was just becoming unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, it was becoming unnecessary. So then you therefore drop that shit. And that's exactly how they view it. So at least their perspective is not skewed. They do know that you viewed them as a burden and that you feel much lighter. Didn't I say that in the, oh my God, you cannot make this shit up, y'all. I felt it. I felt it in the meditation. I did. Very light energy, almost instantaneously. When you decided to release this shit, you could feel it too. Okay, so this terrified card is definitely screaming at me at this point. It's like, I'm scared. I promise I won't be that much work no more. I promise. Just give me another chance. Wow. Even though I know this, you know what I'm saying? It's very selfish. It's very entitled almost. Like you feel like you deserve to have this why. You do not qualify for this house. You don't qualify for this car. You don't qualify for this item. Like you don't make enough. You don't. Can I see your tax returns? Let me see your W-2s. Do you have a 401k, my G? Because like, what are we really talking about here? They're still gonna try though. It was just too good. It was too good. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just too great. They've tried to release this. They've had a couple of flings, a couple of individuals that they've moved on to, okay? Not that you give a fuck. You don't give two flying fucks. You can't find one fuck to give. You gave all your fucks away. You're not looking to buy any. You're not looking to accumulate any more fucks, okay? It's just out. Wow, come on, Spirit, all these damn cards. All right, so what does this person believe the challenge in all of this is? Okay. All right, guys. So we have the Page of Wands and the Strength. You can't make it up. The Dark Grove card definitely says that courage is something that this person is trying to muster up. It is something this person is lacking. If you have not heard from them, they will be back around. I know, girl. Get this old stagnant ass shit. Tell that person they go fuck themselves. No, I'm just joking. But they're coming back as a page. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about when it comes to the lack of logic? There is no logic here. It's like, I love you. I know you're royalty. I know you're an empress, an emperor, but can you please just, you know, give a donation, you know what I'm saying? Just take me on as charity even. It's really absurd. Page of Wands is coming in with a message. It is coming in with an offer, but it's a very small offer. It's not empty, but it is very, very small. It's very much so a lot less than what you deserve. It's a lot less than what you would be offering. So it would remain in a very imbalanced energy. It would be very imbalanced. And this is somebody who doesn't quite understand that that's not acceptable. No matter how much love is there, no matter how much chemistry is there, no matter how much affection, no matter how much of a magnetic pull, you would be betraying yourself to accept this. This Ten of Wands would almost instantaneously turn back into the upright. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, you're damn right that's a challenge. They know that this is all that they have to offer, guys, okay? They know that they don't have the wherewithal to give it you what you need, what you deserve. They can't match you. So it's not balanced, okay? So what is this person's expectations then? That's a great question, because what the fuck? What the fuck? Wow. Do not beat me up in those comments. I'm not laughing at you. It's just the absurdity. Sometimes you gotta laugh, keep from crying. Because what the fuck is this, y'all? What are we dealing with here? This is definitely someone who is living in la la land, okay? It's like, this is reality. And they're like, no, this is reality TV. Like, they feel like this is a show, a production. You know, they were putting on, they were definitely acting as though they were going to be able to provide you with something that they knew they never would be able to pull off. They were just hoping that they would be able to blind you just long enough to get a foot in, right? To get a foot in, maybe sexually for some of you, to get a foot in so that if you do love them, then accepting the fuck shit is almost like a default. Wow. They screwed this up. This would have never worked, guys. I'm just gonna tell you that. You already know that now, though. Your energy is very light and fluffy. This is all this person. This is all them. So their expectations, well, I've already told you who you are, okay? You are in control, all right? The Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries here. Gender doesn't matter. This is a fucking boss, okay? This is somebody who hires and fires people. You laid this person off, okay? You gave them a severance package and now they feel like that's an open door for them to come back in and abuse these powers again, guys, okay? To abuse this quote unquote loyalty. Don't feel like you have loyalty to this person anymore. You just try to be nice about things, you know? You try to let them down easily. I don't think that they should poke the bear, but this is their expectations, wish fulfillment, okay? I want what I want and I want it now. I deserve this because I'm me, because I breathe, because I'm born, because I'm here. That's why. It makes absolutely no sense. You are correct. This shit don't make sense. Wow. So, see here. Truly interested to see the next steps of this person. They obviously, they don't think things through. They don't analyze things. This is the kind of person that just does things and apologizes about it later or think about it later. And this is why they keep running into these brick walls, if you will. So how they feel you affect things, yeah. The Hangman and the reverse. So you refuse to see things from their perspective. That is correct, motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Like, this person is really blowing my mind. It's the lack of brain cells for me. I don't know what it is for you. I mean, it's just the fact that they think that this thought process, that these patterns of theirs is okay. You see what I'm saying? So they feel that you are affecting all of this because they would much rather have you because they exist and they deserve you. And you gave them a bit of a taste of the good life, okay? They were in the palace and now you want them to go and reside with the rest of the peasants? Like, what kind of bullshit is this? No, let me in that bitch. They might try to break in. It's really crazy. I'm just saying. This is a little bit of Looney Tune, okay? 2 fries short of a Happy Meal. This motherfucker is off, y'all. Off their rocker, as my grandma would say. Like, wow. So, in their mind, let me just wrap this up with a cute little bow before we go over to the extended. Let me get this straight, motherfucker. Ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, sit your dumb ass right there, dummy. Sit down. So, in your mind, the way Aqua is influencing this has nothing to do with your behavior, but everything to do with them not changing their perspective. That's what we're dealing with here, y'all. That is the ludicrous shit that we are dealing with right here, right now. It's crazy. And it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is none of your business, actually. I can't wait to go into the extended to see what's actually coming in for you because I feel like this unicorn moon is now in the position of your next cycle, okay? This is definitely somebody who felt like this was going to be a fairy tale, okay? They felt like this was all going to go over well. They felt like they would just get what they want because they asked for it, all right? Very entitled. But that has nothing to do with you. I feel like you're manifesting in something that will actually match you. okay? This was not a match. This was very out of balance. This is why you could never catch your footing. This was why you were always asking questions, always concerned, always feeling tired, exhausted. You know what I'm saying? This shit does play on like your health, your physical health as well, which some people don't really understand that, but yes, you're giving too much in a relationship, it affects every fucking thing else. It's like a domino effect. All right, so let's go on over to the extended, okay? I want to see what the reasons for this person's behavior is. Why? We will also see what their subconscious blockages and fears are. I want to know what karma they're going to be faced with. That's something that we definitely deserve from all the bullshit. Also, let's see what incoming influences may affect this. I want to see what this person's next steps are going to be, their intentions for those next steps, and the potential outcome, whether you decide to engage with this or not. There's no judgment, of course. We're going to take a look at your spirit messages. I want to know why this situation would be present in your life at this moment. Okay, that's going to be very important. It's going to let you know what your lesson needed to be, what you might be missing on your self-love journey. We're going to take a look at that. I also want to see what lessons you need to learn in order to keep yourself invisible to all toxicity in your life, your focus to rebuild your trust and love, and we will take a look to see what's coming in for you in the next cycle. Okay, all good shit. We'll then get your focus advice, okay, to see what the divine has in store for you and what your focus needs to be in order to capture true divine happiness in love and in life in general. As a little added bonus, we will play a little game, all right? Ask the universe. I'll have directions over in the extended though, all right? So click the like button, click that subscribe button, guys, notification bell, and I'll see you over there. It's gonna be linked down below, all right? Let's go cut up.